Hello all, welcome to Paritranaya. In this class, we shall discuss about another very important regional organization, that is Gulf Cooperation Council. So even though India is not a member of GCC, but GCC is very important from India's point of view and even our exam point of view, because India has a very good trade relations with the members of GCC. So from that perspective, GCC becomes very important for India and similarly for our exam. So when it comes to GCC, there are two things. One is static part and the dynamic part. So when it comes to dynamic part, gradually over the time of over a period of time, so we'll start building through newspaper. But there is certain static part which is again important from the exam point of view. So from the static point of view, we need to understand what is Gulf Cooperation Council. So which all countries are part of Gulf Cooperation Council and where is its headquarters located and what kind of organization it is. So from here we understand that it is a regional organization and it is also intergovernmental organization. It means it has been formed based on the understanding between the governments of different members. So here we have listed the members: Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait. So it's an understanding between the governments of all these member countries. Intergovernmental. It's a political union. So what does it mean, political union? So when any big political decisions have to be taken at the international level, so whether they have to support that decision or not, so such kind of decisions it will be taken collectively by these member countries. So that's why it is called as political union. And also economic union. So whenever they want to take a decision related to some important economic related things, so they will take it collectively. That's why it is also called as what? Economic union. Next, from exam point of view, UPSC often focuses on the members. So already questions have been asked on GCC in the previous years, but that does not indicate that in the forthcoming years it will not be asking. So definitely they will ask again, because GCC is very important and repeatedly it appears in the newspaper. So in that context, we also need to know about what? The headquarters of GCC. It is located in Riyadh. Okay. So let us try to locate these countries on map. Okay. Before that, we also need to know that GCC is also known as Cooperation Council for the Arab States of Gulf. It's also known by an alternative name. So next, let us try to map these countries. Yes. So here, Saudi Arabia. So this is part of Gulf Cooperation Council. Similarly, Oman is part of Gulf Cooperation Council. United Arab Emirates, this is part of Gulf Cooperation Council. Qatar is part of Gulf Cooperation Council. Bahrain is part of Gulf Cooperation Council, and Kuwait is part of Gulf Cooperation Council. So why do we have this name called as Gulf? Because these are the countries which surround Persian Gulf. So this is our Persian Gulf. So that's why the name Gulf Cooperation Council. But we observe here whether all the countries which share their border with Persian Gulf, whether all such countries are part of GCC? No. If you look at Iran, so Iran is what? It shares its border with Persian Gulf, but it is not a member of GCC. Similarly, when it comes to Iraq, it shares its border with Persian Gulf, but it is not a member of Gulf Cooperation Council. Okay, again this point is important. So in the examination they may frame a question like this: all the countries which share their border with Persian Gulf are part of the Gulf Cooperation Council. So if they make such kind of statement, then that statement will be wrong. But here, because we observe that Iran and Iraq are they do share border with Persian Gulf, but they are not members of Gulf Cooperation Council. Now similarly, if you look at Oman, Oman does not share its border with Persian Gulf, but despite that, Oman is a member of Gulf Cooperation Council. So even this is important. So in order to confuse us, they may say, so all the members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, they share their border with Persian Gulf. So even that will be wrong, because we have a country called as Oman, which does not share its border with Persian Gulf, and in spite of that, it is a member of Gulf Cooperation Council. So these are the various information from static point of view which we have to retain, especially from prelims point of view. So if any such question comes regarding the membership of the GCC, then we should be able to tackle such kind of questions very confidently based on the information that that we have gathered or that we have discussed. Okay. And apart from that, headquarter. Where is the headquarter of GCC located? Riyadh. So Riyadh is here. So Riyadh is capital of Saudi Arabia, and also it is the headquarter of Gulf Cooperation Council as well. So this was about GCC. Similarly, in the forthcoming classes, we will be discussing about the other important regional organizations as well as other important international level developments that are important from exam point of view. For all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon. Thank you.